For this video I'm going to show how I made this rainbow and black symmetrical friendship bracelet. To get started I'm using this 100% cotton yarn. I've got one rainbow and one black. Once you've measured out and cut your yarn, you want to take all but one of your pieces and put them together and find the centre. You want to keep the longest piece to one side for now. So taking your board, find your centre and then put it to a point on your board that you can remember. You can mark this with a pen if you don't have markings on your board like I do. I'm just using a focal point so I can remember where the middle of it is. This saves you from having to adjust it later. So clip both sides to the board and then take your remaining piece of yarn, which will be your longest piece, and again find the centre. But this time you want to do it leaving about a foot of tail end at one end. This is what you're going to use to make your loop. So once you've found your centre, you want to attach that to the cords that are already on the board, and you want to keep your longest piece at the bottom because this is the bit that you're going to use for your hitch knots. So going over the top of your holding cords, you want to make a loop and then just pull the tail ends through. This forms your first hitch knot. And then match this up to the focal point that you picked on your board, which is the centre. And then take the top cord and put that to one side. And from there you can do your hitch knots. So you're going over and through, and then under and through. And that's your first hitch knot. You want to do as many of these as you need to make the loop the size that you want it to be. And because you're not using a button here, you can make it as big or as small as you want. So once you've done as many hitch knots as you want, you can remove the bracelet from the board. And then you're going to bend slightly into a U shape to form your loop. And then you want to attach your loop back to the board. And then you can detangle your cords if necessary, and you want to keep the rainbow ones in the centre here, and the black at either side. And taking the second two black cords, you want to pin them to the other side of the board. And now I'm going to do a square knot, but I'm doing it the other way around than what I normally do. So normally I would go over with the left hand side, but at this time I'm going to go under with the left hand side, and then under again with the rainbow, and then over. This is so that I keep the rainbow on the same side at both sides. You don't have to do it at this side, but you can do it at the other side, but you will have to do the mirror image of what you normally do. So normally I would do the same kind of square knots on both sides, but here I'm going to be doing it the traditional way. So I'm going to put the two black cords in the centre, and then I'm going to do a square knot the way I would normally start one, by going over and through instead of under. So now, unlike what I did last time, I'm going over with my rainbow and then under and through with the black. So this means that the rainbow is going to show down the centre here, as it will do with the other side. So once those are done, you can take them off the board again, and now you want to take the two centre black cords and your rainbow cords and attach them to the bottom of the board as your holding cords. Now leaving the outside black cords for now, you're going to do a square knot with the other two black cords. So just going over, over and through, and then under, under and through. So those are the two steps that you're going to use throughout the bracelet till you get it as long as you want it to be. So once you've done that, you can remove your cords from your board again, and then you can repeat what you did in step 1. So taking your 2 black cords, leaving the outside cord, you're going to go under with the black, and then under, and then over and through with your rainbow. So you're basically just doing the square knot the opposite way around to what I would normally do on this side, and then doing it the other way on the other side. It's kind of hard to describe this verbally, but if you watch how I'm doing it, it should hopefully make some sense. So this time I'm going over with the rainbow. This way makes it symmetrical on both sides, so they both look the same. If you did it over and over with both sides, it wouldn't look identical on either side. So once you've done that, you can again repeat step 2, and that's just going over the blacks and the rainbows with 1 black cord. And you're going to repeat this the whole way down until your bracelet is as long as you want it to be. Once you've got the bracelet as long as you want it to be, you're going to end up with something that looks like this. So to finish off this one, I'm going to braid the ends. So I just want to take an equal amount of cords either side, making sure I've got 1 rainbow on each side so it looks equal, and then just braid the ends until I've got them as long as I want. Once you've braided as much as you need, you can tie a knot in the end and then trim off any excess. You make sure your knot is nice and tight here, because normally when I'm using nylon cord I will seal the ends with a lighter. But obviously this is made out of yarn, so you can't do that. So once you've completed the first one, you want to do your other side. Once both your braids are complete, you can remove your bracelet from the board and you'll end up with something that looks like this, and now you just need to try it on. And that is your completed bracelet.